Are you living the Delaware Beach lifestyle? You can't live at the beach and do nothing. This up-and-coming year-round area has lots to offer. Find out where to eat, play, and serve. Living the ultimate dream.
All right. Welcome to the 302 Lifestyle Beach Podcast. We got Erin Brenan here in the house with This and That Fitness. Erin is just awesome. She's been around this area for quite a while. She went away for a little bit for school, but she found out that she was passionate not about wearing professional clothing all the time in a professional environment, but interacting with people and nutrition and health. And she has just really taken off in the area and been helping and serving people. Erin, so tell us a little bit about how did you end up doing what you're doing? Where did you? I know we talked a little bit before the show, but tell everyone listening, how did you end up loving nutrition?
Sure. So it actually stems back to college. I had a really bad injury my sophomore year when I was 19. I was always fit through sports and never really worked out in a gym setting per se. But that was a very detrimental injury to the point where even now at 27, I don't run. I've had 2 knee surgeries, a hip surgery. So needless to say, I packed on a little bit of weight in college. When I came home, I had lived in a condo in Ocean City with a friend. And, one day she was like, "Hey, let's go to the gym." I haven't tried it out in a long time. So let's see how it goes. And I went to go hop on a treadmill and she was like, no, we're going to go lift some weight in the back. We're going to bed. I was terrified. But after that first day and that soreness, I loved it and I was hooked. It led to so many other things, quitting my job at a bank to work front desk at that very gym that I worked out at. And from there, I was approached from a higher up of GNC to start working there. And that really got me interested in the science behind weightlifting and nutrition and working out. And, I don't think they require this at GNC, but they have some textbooks to reference. I would, and anytime I wasn't a customer, I would read them. So I decided to just give it a shot and get certified in personal training. Wow. And then on down the line, nutrition. And, that's kind of like the background of what led me here today.
So you're here in the 302. How did you end up deciding, you know what, I want to do this on my own and I want to help people? And where did you come up with This and That Fitness?
So it's funny. My original name was going to be Be Fit, B for Brenan, and then a play on words like Be Fit. But I didn't want to just limit myself to a gym or working out. I wanted to be able to cover all the bases later on. So I figured with This and That can cover so many things, whether it's This and That Fitness, This and That nutrition counseling. I do plan on one day opening up an actual gym and even maybe just shorten it to TNT. But I just figured it matched my future better than Be Fit. I just wanted to be able to offer it.
Cool. Now, I know there's a lot of people interested right now in not really going to like this large scale place with hundreds of people coming in and out. So it's really nice to have a different option. Maybe in the future you have a little bit bigger facility, but for now, it's nice to know that there's like a smaller space. So tell us a little bit about like what to expect when people come. Now, I know you do specialize in some nutrition. You got certified, you said. So what kind of things can people get?
Sure. So more than likely, I usually start with a phone call. Someone will call, and based on my sign, you either see personal training or nutrition counseling. Some people like to do both, but I always start with a consult so I can get you in here one-on-one and really get down to what the goals are and what's going to be best for the client. I have a plethora of people that just do the training. I've got people that do online training. And then I even have people that do a hybrid of online and nutrition counseling. So whatever they're really looking for, we establish on that first day when we meet. And then I kind of guide them on, what I think is going to be best, whether they start with 2-3 days, half hour, 1 hour. So it's really individualized for the client.
Ooh, love that. So before we get any further, how can people get a hold of you? Where are you at? If they want to say, you know what, I want somebody to help me with my my health. How do they get a hold of you?
Sure. They can start with Facebook, the business page, This and That Fitness. My phone number, email is on there. You can use either one of those. I am located on the corner of Holt's Landing Road and 26. A lot of people have seen things in this building come and go. We're recently a bear pong place, but right on the corner. Yeah. So I get lots of people passing a day.
Yeah, it's so funny. I saw that beer pong place and I'm like, that is so interesting that you have like a one place just for beer pong. But anyways, yeah, so we've seen you and we've seen more and more people come in there, and it's cool to know that you specialize in different things and people can get help with nutrition. It's also cool that you offer some online classes and stuff too. So it's more of like a personalized thing, right? So, but can they just come in and use that workout stuff too? Like whenever they want?
No, it's way, and when I expand, maybe so. But right now, especially during COVID, I really like to limit it to just myself and my clients, make sure they feel comfortable before really opening up. I haven't hired help yet, just for the fact that I'd like to keep it one-on-one for now. But as it, comes to an end, I may be bringing in and some help, but it's just us. And then even those, I do have about 3 Zoom clients that will, I just take them over the phone. They have some equipment at home and I'll be right there with them for the full hour.
Oh, that's actually perfect because it just ties right into, I don't want to go to so we've been going to different gyms all around different places. And one of the things I noticed is that there's just so many people, and so it's a good thing actually. I think that you're just such concentrated on just one-on-one and bringing people in when they want to work out, setting up times. So awesome, guys. So if this is sounding like something that you're interested in, definitely check out This and That Fitness. Erin will kind of walk you through and cater it to what you're looking for. All right. So you've been in the 302 for a while. I still got you. There you are.
Yeah.
Tell us, Erin, do you have any secret spots, some places you like to go, any places that kind of bring tranquility? We get a lot of people moving from the city, so give us a little inside scoop on the 302 area.
Definitely. My favorite spot, and I may be biased, I've lived on Holt's Landing Road since 1999. I'm actually just perfect, but Holt's Landing State Park, I use it for my walks. I use it to think. And it's a really great place. You can walk out to the pier. There's some trails. There's a playground, very family friendly. And there's a boat ramp too, which they've recently done. So if you looking to take a boat out or anything, it's a great place to drop. It's public use. But other than that, I would say there's a place called Bug Beach, and it's down by Dogwood Acres. Most of the time, if you're lucky, it'll be you and your own little private beach on the bay. You can actually see paradise across the way. So. Oh
my gosh! No, I live down Holt's Landing and then all the way down by Cripple Creek. I've never heard of Bug Beach, but I hate bugs. So it's not like full of bugs, right? It's just called that.
Right. I don't know how it's got.
Hold on. Okay. So Bug Beach isn't exactly just a bug beach, but that's what they call it. It's like a private place. No. So I love Holt's Landing, and they just recently kind of added some stuff in there the past couple of years, like that the walkway that goes way back into the woods.
Yeah.
And they kind of like redid the little camping section too, I think. So we had a company meeting back there and did like a barbecue.
Yeah.
I always take my kayaks and stuff back there and drop down and. Really cool.
Yeah.
All right. So Erin, you're just kind of a new business owner. So what are some mistakes? What's one of your mistakes that you've made since you've been in business?
I think I tried to do too much right off the bat. And I was going to incorporate some small group training, but after giving it a shot, I was like, you know what? Let me take a step back, focus on one-on-one. And I've got some ideas for the future, but for right now, I've learned that keeping it simple it's really great. It doesn't really stress me out yet as a business owner, especially starting out. And then once I can start getting some help in here, maybe I can add in a little bit more as I go.
Oh, I love that. And so, why do you enjoy doing what you do? I know you said a little bit about how you got into it, but what gets you up in the morning? Why do you love doing this so much?
I genuinely love seeing the transformation in people. I've got a few clients that have had a pretty massive transformation weight wise, but the mental change that you see in people day to day is crazy. You create bonds with people. So, I always say, like, even when it comes to the day when I maybe limit my training hours, I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to give up some of my evening people. You get so close with them. And I think my biggest thing is just tackling myths and stereotypes about lifting weights and resistance training. And a lot of people, they assume that if you lift, you're going to get bulky or it's dangerous for you. But in fact, it's something that we should incorporate through life. I've got clients in their mid 70s and we go as heavy as they can handle, and it's really great for them.
Now, you did mention before we got on that you're really interested into the science behind stuff. And so when COVID happened, I stopped working out for like a year. And when I tried getting back into it, oh my gosh, I cannot believe. So I've been working out literally like almost every day for the past 12 years. And then you take a year break and it's like you have to start all back over again. And my bones are creaking and cracking and all kinds of stuff. But what I kind of like looked into myself is that, so like meditation or like a mindfulness, where you kind of take a break on life is more for like the mind, but exercising is kind of like the body's meditation. And so how important is it for, especially some of the people moving to the beach that kind of got trapped in their own homes for a long time? How important is it to be exercising and stuff for your mental health?
Oh, it's very important. I mean, we all have weeks where I think even myself, it's hard to get to the gym, but once I get there and I start working out, it clears right up. I mean, it takes a little bit to get to that point, especially when you're feeling down. But when you're cooped up, even just getting outside and going for a walk, that's how I got through the isolation and the shutdown, as I walked in. And it's something that I've actually kept in my routine now, is even though when it's cold outside, it's just so peaceful. So I'd say it's super important not only to exercise, but find an exercise you enjoy, whether it's walking or getting on a rower or something, and incorporate that more into your daily life.
Yeah, I like that. And as far as nutrition, so if you had to give one piece of advice for, our listeners, maybe not so young anymore, what would be like one thing that you could say to start incorporating into your daily life as far as nutrition?
I would say healthy. And I think they're just so underrated. A lot of people might say, oh, I don't want any fats in my diet, but incorporating some fats like avocado or nuts, it's important to keep those healthy fats so that everything else that you're eating has a great absorption source. So whether you're taking in protein for your muscles, you really want to have the best absorbability, and adding in some healthy fats can really help with that.
Ooh, tell me a little bit about that, because I don't really know too much about nutrition. So I'm getting at an age where I'm pushing 40. So I'm like, okay, like I think I need to start watching what I eat. So like I used to just gorge on everything and eat like steak every other day and just all this stuff. But now I'm like at a point where like I'm starting to notice like different changes. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should start eating some salads. But so I don't know anything about healthy fats and stuff. So what types of stuff are you talking about? So you said
So
avocados.
a big thing, especially with salads, is, a lot of people are like, all right, salad's healthy. Well, depending on what you're putting on that salad cannot be. I try and choose more of in like an olive oil base, like a Greek dressing has a little bit less fats than your creamy ones like ranch. So just being mindful of that and how much you put on it. The oil I love because once you shake it up, it goes a long way. So you don't have to use that much for it to really saturate your lettuce or anything. But also too, don't think that you have to limit yourself to salads. When people think diet, they think salad, they think boring, and they're like, not to figuring out your macronutrients by figuring out your body composition. and how much of you is fat, how much is muscle, and so forth, you're going to be able to break it down to just how many grams of protein, how many grams of carbs, how many grams of fat that you need specifically for your goals. And I always tell everyone, start with a nice balanced diet, about 35% protein, 35% carbs, and 30% fat. Once you've got yourself used to eating that, then you can adjust it from there. If you're still not seeing the results you want, like myself, I just recently moved myself down to 25% fats to cut. So, I mean, it's definitely something that if anyone wants to talk more about, I have a lot to say about it.
Yeah, I can tell. And if anyone else is like me, I am like already overwhelmed. So it would be really nice to have someone that can walk you through this stuff and just make it simple.
And put it in simple terms and help understand what our food is made of and not to be scared of it. So.
Now, I know that several years ago, Daisy, my wife, had a health scare. And so I think we saw somewhere, it was either on Netflix or something, about, high fructose corn syrup and sugar and all this stuff. So we just went through our cabinets and refrigerator and just got rid of like all the high fructose corn syrup and sugar. But then shopping, we realized like everything has it in it. Like, holy cow, like even like, I don't know, something that you would think would be healthy for you. You look on the back and all of a sudden there's like added sugar or like added high fructose corn syrup or something.
Yogurt, it's
yogurt. Yeah.
Greek yogurt's zero fat, but depending what kind you get, could be high in sugar for sure.
Yeah. So that was crazy for me, and being aware of that stuff. And I heard something else too, like shop around the outside of the grocery store, not the inside.
Yeah, I only really go into the middle for like maybe rice and just different things like that. But I typically, now that I've used more fresh vegetables over cans, I just prefer it a lot more. It's just something about the freshness.
Ooh, that's a really good point. So yeah, it was like years when we like switched out our diet and we were eating healthier, exercising all the time. And then all of a sudden, like I'll go to like eat something or drink something or like a soda even or anything really that's just not good for me. Or I'll go to the movies and I'll get like, something I shouldn't have, like a hot dog or something. I don't know. And I don't like it. Like I actually like don't like that stuff anymore. It's so weird how your body transitions, huh?
Yeah, that's how I am. I was trying to be, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but I was at a kid's birthday party and I was like, I'm gonna have a Mountain Dew. And I tell you, 3 sips in, I was like, I'm not gonna have this. It was way too sweet and I ended up pouring it down the drain. And I just, I find that I love the taste of healthier things. Like I'm probably one of few that can honestly say I love Brussels sprouts.
Wow. I'll fight you on that one. I don't know. I was like traumatized when I was a kid. My mom would make Brussels sprouts all the time and like stink up the house. I did learn from Our Harvest though. I love Our Harvest. They make these Brussels sprouts where it's like the crispy, like they kind of bake them, I think, and like put, stuff on it. But so I don't know. I'm kind of incorporating those. I heard they're like super healthy though.
Yeah, they, some people don't think they smell like the greatest, but I personally, so.
Yeah.
They're very filling, yet they don't take up a lot of macros. So I have them probably at least 3 times a week for my dinner. I can feel full, but I didn't actually overdo it nutrition wise.
All right, guys. So once again, we'll put all the links down below for you guys to check out Erin. But if all of this is sounding like, oh my gosh, I know I need to exercise and I know I need to eat better. I've been sitting around a lot, especially this past year. Erin is somebody you really want to hook up with. She will help you and walk you through all these things and talk nutrition with you as well. So I got to ask, so what's your favorite place to eat in the 302?
Oh, so many. Oh gosh, I wasn't expecting this. I would have to say I am a huge fan of Bethany Blues.
I love it. Yeah.
Barbecue, more specifically nachos. If you want nachos, barbecue, that's the place to go.
Yeah, definitely. And I love their sauces too. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Really cool. And if you got a big group too, they're the place to go. They can take you on.
Yeah.
All right. So Erin, you ready for the lightning round?
The
lightning round? All right.
Yeah.
What is your best book, tool, or software or video? And why is it so great?
Best software? I would say MyFitnessPal would be the best software.
MyFitnessPal.
Yep. So that is where you can go and punch in your information, and it will give you your macro counts and percentages. You can log your food. You can see the physical levels of your nutrients, not just your carbs, fats, proteins. You'll see your fiber, your sugar. If you're like me, I was shocked to see just how much sugar and fiber I was not getting in my diet.
Oh.
So it gives you a realistic look about what you're eating. And I always suggest hop on the app. Don't change a thing yet. Give it a couple days and log some normal eating habits and just see where you're at. And that's a great place to start. Yeah. So it's
one more time.
MyFitnessPal.
MyFitnessPal. Okay, cool. Yep. Well, I like it. And what is the biggest myth that business owners, especially new business owners, need to know the truth about?
Biggest myth. That everything's covered under your LLC. There are so many fees and things that I pay for that I was not aware existed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would just say before you start really look into everything you're going to need in terms of general liability, insurance for the building, renter's insurance if you're renting. So cover all the bases.
Cool. Love it. And Erin, what is one question I should have asked you, and what's your answer?
Oh boy. How did I injure myself in college?
How did you injure yourself in college?
Doing the Gangnam style. I dislocated my knee.
Oh my gosh. So you're not going to do the Gundam style, I take it?
Nope. If that song, everyone in my life knows to change it real quick.
Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Erin, any plans, any big plans for 2021? Or are you just going to keep trucking along?
Growth, whether it's business, personal growth. I'm looking into buying my own house this year. So I've recently gotten into investments. So really growth all over.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, and that's something I'm seeing a lot of people that we're having on, I think just starting, whatever it is in your head that you want to do and you want to go and be, just start. And it's really awesome that you're here in town, and you're more of a neighbor than I knew, actually, because I'm down there, down the street, and hope to see you at Holt's Landing. And guys, if you are looking to hook up with Erin, we will have all the links down below. Like, share, subscribe, so we can get the word out. And Erin, thanks for being on the show. And guys, keep living the 302 lifestyle.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Wish you could spend more time having fun and less time with chores? Go to 302beachtalk.com to get $20 off a home cleaning. You'll be entered to win a completely free cleaning. Eat, play, serve. Sponsored by That Guy with a Broom.